Haribol. I'm going to read from my new publication of poetry called Soul Eyes. I'll show you the book at the end. I'm going to read the title poem. First, the book begins with a prose introduction. The first time we experienced painful separation from Prabhupada was when he left us New York City devotees in January 1967 and went to San Francisco. We had been used to and dependent on his daily presence since June 1966, but it came as a great shock when he left us. He expected us to carry on our routine at the temple at 26 Second Avenue. But without him, the place seemed void and the duties impossible. We were like orphans and moved about without confidence and joy. And here's the poem, Soul Eyes. Prabhupada had soul eyes, brown eyes. When he looked at you across the low table, he was unfathomable. Deep pools, soul eyes, containing mystic secrets even beyond the words of his lectures. You thought, this man is in touch with God. Sometimes he cried tears when there was talk of cow slaughter or abortion or the suffering human souls. A tear would streak down his golden cheek. His brown eyes held mystery I can't express, but everyone who saw him knows what I'm talking about. He had soul eyes. The eyes are the gateways to the soul, they say, and it was true in his case. They filled with compassion and the unspeakable contact he had with Krishna. They expressed beyond words his intimacy with the Lord. Prabhupada had soul eyes, brown eyes, and they penetrated your own soul, left you naked before him in all your foolishness and sinfulness. He exposed you with his glance. He penetrated to your core. I loved his eyes and the message they conveyed. They said, I love Krishna. Krishna is my love. Prabhupada had brown eyes, soul eyes, and they came from deep within. He was friendly yet distant. You couldn't get close to him. There was a barrier in his eyes because he was so deep. They kept you from getting too familiar with him like an equal or a buddy. He was on a transcendental plane. He made you drop your eyes and not look further after a while. He kept you out, yet let you see he was a saint from another world. Prabhupada had soul eyes, brown eyes, and golden skin. His lips were full, his skin was smooth, but especially his eyes caught your attention and convinced you he spoke the truth. He knew of truth beyond the surface. His glance told all, but you couldn't decipher it. He was a mystery looking out from soul eyes frankly at whoever dared to stare back. He was my Prabhupada, all soul eyes, beautiful brown eyes of the spiritual master who came from the spiritual world. And then a final piece of prose. He wrote to us, I understand you are feeling my absence. Krishna will give you strength. Physical presence is immaterial. Presence of the transcendental sound received from the spiritual master should be the guidance of life. That will make our spiritual life successful. If you feel very strongly about my absence, you may place my pictures on my sitting places, and this will be a source of inspiration for you. Here's the book cover, Soul Eyes. And you can order it from GN Press.